Welcome to the Writing Process series.
Hello, my name is Monique. Today, we will be talking about argumentative writing, specifically approaching the prompt and creating the thesis. To start, what is argumentative writing? Well, argumentative writing is also referred to as persuasive writing and is a type of writing where you take a specific stance or position, then provide evidence to convince your reader on where you stand. With every argumentative paper comes the prompt. Prompts sometimes can appear as statements, but more often contain a question. The question will normally guide you toward your position or stance in the paper. Additionally, prompts also may contain some background information and sources which provide further insight into the topic itself. Let's take a look at the example on the screen, which is an example of how an argumentative paper's prompt may look, and we can dissect each component to help create the thesis. So the example states, is discrimination still an issue in the United States? In this instance, discrimination can cover such aspects as social status, gender, ethnicity, culture, beliefs, and so on. It does not solely have to be based on race. Use material from the source readings to support your stance on this issue. Now, let's dissect the prompt. Notice how the first part of the prompt contains a question. Is discrimination still an issue in the United States? This question allows for a yes or no answer, which will then provide your position or stance for the paper. The second component is the background information. The prompt includes that in this instance, discrimination can cover such aspects as social status, gender, ethnicity, culture, beliefs, and so on. It does not solely have to be based on race, which is what could help strengthen or provide more insight into the topic or where your position will lead to. Lastly, the prompt states for the writers to use material from the source readings to support your stance on the issue. This provides direction on the types of sources needed to help further support their argument. Let's dissect these bits even further to help create a well-rounded thesis. First, pick your stance. Remember, the question will always require a yes or no answer, so make sure you pick a side. You don't want to pick any neutral stances like maybe both sides are correct or yes, but sometimes no. You have to know your stance and stay by it throughout the paper. As for background information, it can strengthen your previous answer and show support for the claim. Focus on a specific area that you can tailor to your argument with a specific group or community, or you can choose multiple aspects that support your initial claim. Nonetheless, you should find and choose at least 3 different supports for your claim. Notice how in the example given there are 3 underlined areas. Each underlined area is a reason that supports the argument. So in the first example, it says that a source or sources that cover gender discrimination in the workplace may elaborate on different genders, earning different pay, not being treated equally by higher-ups, and being stereotyped by coworkers, which goes over 3 different areas. In the second example, it mentions that in a different situation, another article or one article may talk about how different genders are not equally treated, while another may talk about how social status plays a major role in how people are perceived. And the last could talk about cultural stereotypes harming individuals. This all ties into having multiple reasons. So usually 3 is a good rounded number. Overall, sources help support your argument and would be addressed in your paper, but sometimes they do make an appearance in your thesis. For example, an article that discusses your topic would help support your side of the argument and can be mentioned in the thesis to further enhance the claim.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Writing Process series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next The Writing Process episode.